Da 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 da. Good morning. Can everyone hear me okay? Literally just finishing punching this game. I didn't realize I had not punched it. I watched a video. I don't fully understand it, but it should make reading the rules a little bit quicker. And it didn't go over the solo. Whoopsies. Oh my god, there's so many tokens. Also, I didn't realize there was a retail and a deluxe version of this game. I thought it was only the deluxe version. And this arrived, and I'm like, oh, crud. Because honestly, this is one of those games where I think the deluxe is really going to make or break the game. Because it seems like a very simple, just dice placement game. Okay, everything is punched. Da 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 da. Awesome, thank you so much, my blue heather. Oh, there is a Bible passage in this game too, even though this is not about religion. There was a couple of Bible passages in Ezra and Nehemiah that I played the other night. I was like, oh, that's different. Okay, one wild for each biome. Boop, boopity boop, boopity boop. Okay, these bags are way too small. For all these tokens. These were designed for the smaller wooden tokens. The wooder tokens. Okay, desert. That one just says nestlings. Fresh water. We have all of these biomes, I believe, in Canada even. Even desert, apparently. It's out in Alberta. Fresh water. It is very pretty. The deluxe version is even prettier because all of these little cardboard chits are actually plastic that go around here. And so we have our little birdies that we're going to try and feed. Today I'm going to be the lilac breasted roller because it looked really rainbowy. Oh, there it is, gray. Although I thought that meant that I was going to be the red player. Only my bird is red. I mean, actually the gray player. The way you place these resources is actually kind of cool too, so that you don't have too many duplicates, which is nice. But these dice though are nice and chunky. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our blue NPC, and I'm gray. We don't need yellow and green. So got all of this stuff here. Oh, okay. So this tiny bag, I believe, is for these small things. And it came with this little token that says remove biomes in clockwise order, which I punched afterwards, so I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, so that's our victory point tokens. We got our gathering goals, our nest goals, resource cards for use with the solo mode, biome deck board, and solo AI board. Okay, so these aren't normally on the thing. These are for solo, which is what we need. What's all in your coffee this morning, folks? Mine is oat milk and caramel sauce. Oh, this token actually is a real token. It says biome resolution token. Oh, resolve biomes in clockwise order. Resolve biomes in clockwise order. It says clockwise on both sides. I thought it would have been like clockwise and not clockwise. Okay. Game board in the center. Done. Reach of all players. I don't know, AI. You're not allowed to reach this. Resources in each biome bag with one wild. Oh, okay. Each player Takes their scoring token and places it in the biome discard bag. Shake the bag and pull out 1 token. This is the starting player. Place the biome resolution token in their biome. I'm sure that probably changes 4 thing. Place the VP tokens near the game board. Done. 4. Draw 3 gathering goals from deck A. Oh, these are so... Okay, I mean, they're cute, but also not so cute because baby birds are kind of ugly. Like, take a look at that. What is Manuka honey? I mean, I love honey, but I have no idea what Manuka is. Oh, okay, here's A. What did it say? Draw 3 gatherings from deck A. A. B. First 3 slots, and the deck B card in the top slot. Oh, okay. A, B. Fill full house, 2 of a kind and 3 of a kind. Okay. Oh, these are like pokers. Okay, 2 triples, 2 pairs from the same biome. Okay. And 1 from deck B. We've got, looks like 1 of each. Okay. For the first game, it's recommended that you use the following cards from deck A rather than drawing them randomly. Too late. Shuffle these 3 cards and place them randomly on the first 3 slots. Place a bonus token face up on each empty slot along the left side of the gathering board. 6. Bonus token. Ah, that's these that are worth points. Face up. Okay, so let's this way. Oh, hi, Curvin. I bet you didn't know what that was before you hit it, and now you're in love with it. Nectar from the Moaka bush. Like a superpower honey. Oh, cool. Anytime I'm sick, I put honey in my tea because honey is really good for healing. And that sounds like a superpower healing one, which is cool. Good morning, Foglight. Looks like I can serve to actually push this up a little higher. Give myself a little bit more room. Yeah, it's better. Okay, bonus tokens. Each player 1 Nest Goals card. Nest Goals. Aw, this one's got eggs in it. That's cool. So these got little eggs in them. Yes, this is Nestlings, Kimma. Oh no, not a nasty cold. I mean, I'm gonna give myself this and the AI this. They probably don't need one, but we'll fix the setup afterwards. One player board. 1 scoring token. Which one's my scoring token? Oh, it's my token of my type. Okay. Okay, so this goes over here. Boopity boop. This must be my other token for that was supposed to go in the bag. Foist player. 1 bird energy token, 1 bird miniature / meeple. So they kept the what you call it? Deluxe version stuff in here. Biome segments, reference card, biome dice. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, got 6. Oh, that's cool. Oh, but that, I mean, it's cool, but also it doesn't fit. Like this one fits here. So that's my nest goal, which I'll move up afterwards. And then there's the round goal one, but that also doesn't fit entirely there. Okay, so that's that, and that. This is the AI stuff, which we're going to need over there. Okay, so this is the difficult part. Because I just punched these, I think I have to have one of each. Oh, computer, please don't go to sleep. And then they go in this little rondelle looking thing here. Flies, ants, daisies. I mean, indistinct type of berry that I think is a strawberry. Ants, flies, strawberries. Poop. Oh no, that's a, it's not poop, that's a moth. Moth. Yeah. Oh. This has got a little, the sides of the boards are different. Okay, I get 5 dice, and one of them comes up here, reminding me of my biome. Oh, okay, these segments just go next to the player board. That's why. Okay, they just don't go on the player board. Blues, greens, and then oranges. Daisies, ants, daisies, ants. Ants in my pants. Yeah, oh, I have a fish already. You take a fish. So we'll probably have to put these as player bags later. You don't have a daisy. Frog, dragonfly. Ooh, crabs. You got crabs. Frog. Fish. Frog. Crab. 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 Ugh, snakes. I don't like snakes. What's this one? And a wasp. Oh, I have a wasp. You don't have any yellows yet. Greens, we got a dung beetle, grasshopper. Wax on, young grasshopper. Snail. You have a grasshopper. Dung beetle. You have a grasshopper. What's this one? Ooh, some berries. These look like mulberries. That sounds delicious. I have a mulberry tree outside of my front porch, and every spring or summer, my entire porch is painted red because of all the mulberries. Crawfish. Y'all call this crawfish or shrimp? I mean, you'll be able to see this one. It's so tiny. Oh, if I find the actual thing. Ooh, a gecko. Oh, no, I have a gecko already. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing something from yellow. I have that one. Oh, cactus. Okay. Okay, we have those. Reference card, biome segments, biome dice, scoring token, bird energy token, player token. Okay, scoring token. Where's the scoring token go? I'll just throw that here for now. Okay, how to win. Throughout the game, players will earn victory points each round in a variety of ways. Whenever VP is earned, take the corresponding VP tokens from the supply. The player with the most VP tokens at the end of the 4 rounds is the winner. Excuse me, sorry. 4 rounds. Each round has 2 phases, gathering phase followed by feeding phase. Place their biome dice, in the different regions of the board, and taking the resources. Gathering resources, place resources in biomes. Some rules are different if playing the solo or 2-player mode. See pages 15 to 18. Yep, okay. Phase 1, place resources in biomes, then roll dice, and do the bird energy track, do some dice placement, using the bird miniature or meeple. Then we go into the feeding phase, biome resolution. Resolve a biome, biome priority order, first priority player, remaining players, reserve players will retrieve dice, grasslands biome, resource allocation, biome segments, end of the round, end of the round score. Okay, so when a round ends, score VP by taking the appropriate VP tokens according to the scoring condition below. Okay, 2 VP for each resource fed to Nestlings as indicated on the spot covered by resources. Oh, okay. Okay, 1 VP for each biome segment in the biome ring that was triggered by feeding the correct nestling. Okay, that's this ring here. And then at the end of the round, clean up, and then the end of the game, tally all previously earned victory points, add victory points from the bird energy track. That's this one here. Gain 12 victory points for completing the biome ring. Okay. Gain 3 victory points for each set of 3 unique resources below my player board. Okay, so I'm going to collect resources here. Okay, I see that there. Gain 3 victory points for each unused gathering goal bonus token. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Gathering goal bonus token. Oh, okay, so that's this thing here. 2 victory points for each segment in their least populated biome ring quadrant. Okay. 3 victory points if the player currently holds the first player thing. Oh, it doesn't have victory points on it. Most victory points win. Tie is the player who completed more of their biome ring. And if still tied, the player with the fewest leftover resources. Okie dokie. Solo mode. In setting up a solo game, choose 2 birds to represent the AI player. The bird closest to the player's left will represent the advanced AI, and the others will represent the basic AI. Oh my god, I have to do 2 birds? Uh-oh. So they really did not focus on their 2-player or 3-player game for this game. Two birds to represent the AI players. Okay, separate these decks and shuffle them. We have got the Alpine, the Savannah, the Desert, place the AI board on side A in reach of the player. I don't see a side A or B. Does this have A or B? Oh, yeah, that one's got A. Okay, there's the A. Why am I? Hold on, I'm going to take this off for a second so I can really clear my throat. A crawdad. Populate each biome with resource according to a 3-player game. Okay. Both the advanced and basic AI use the same number of dice as the human player each round. In other words, if the human player saves a die for the next round, the AI players will also save a die for the next round. Oh my gosh, that's confusing. When it's time for the advanced AI to place a die, the human player will roll a die belonging to the advanced AI and place it in the corresponding biome, with blanks being placed in the grasslands. Next, the human player places a die belonging to the basic AI into the biome across from where the advanced AI's dice was just placed. 2 hours ago. Good morning, Salt Pastillion. Pastillion. Pastelin? Stillin. Where are y'all located? This is Eastern time, so it is early. This is Board Game Mornings. Thanks to good old Curvin. Okay, this AI seems very complicated, so I might actually do a side-by-side instead of the AI. Because I honestly hate AIs, and there's 2 of them I have to deal with. Oh, never mind. In a 2-player mode, players must simulate a 3rd player with the AI. In a 3-player mode, the human players may use the advanced AI to simulate a 4th player game. Although it's not needed in a 3-player game. Oh my gosh, they did not think about... This is, okay, so this is a 3 to 4 player game in reality. Oh, Denmark, yeah, Europe. So that is Central European Standard Time. My team is in England, so they do European. GMT, I think is what it is. Okay, so we will use yellow as our 3rd player then. Which is the... Oh, right, it goes by this. The yellow was probably desert. The Verdun. You'll be the Verdun. Which is this birdie bird. I don't know what these extra tokens are for yet, so we'll throw these all over here. And I have to play three birds. Play free bird. Yellow and blue. Okay, blue. Yellow. You go down there. You go here. You go up here. And you go down here. Just throw all of those off to the side. Okay, so we have to simulate a 3-player game when playing solo. And when you play with 2 players, you need to simulate a 3-player game using the advanced AI. You get to use just the basic and the advanced. So yellow will be advanced and blue will be basic. B for basic. Because she a basic batch. Done work by 12:30. Okay, what else was there with the solo? Place the advanced AI's scoring token beneath the gathering goal board. Okay, that's this one here. The advanced AI is yellow. Okay, so you go there. Place the AI board on side A. Done. Populate each biome with the resources according to a 3-player game. Okay, we haven't done that anyways. Both the advanced and basic AI use the same number of dice as the human player each round. In other words, if the human player saves a die for the next round, all the AI players do as well. When it's time for the advanced AI to place a die, the human player will roll a die belonging to the advanced AI and place it in the corresponding biome, with blanks being placed in the grasslands. Next, the human player places a die belonging to the basic AI into the biome across from where the advanced AI die was just placed. If the advanced AI's die was placed in the grasslands, the player rolls the basic AI die, placing it in the resulting biome. Okay. AI dice are always placed in the leftmost available space of the game board. A maximum of 2 AI dice may be stacked per AI in any biome. If a third die would be placed into a biome, place it in the grasslands. Instead, if a third die would be placed into the grasslands, re-roll that die until it can be properly placed. If placing a basic AI die would result in having more than 2 dice in any of the biomes, the human player rolls that die and places it accordingly. Once all dice have been placed, proceed to the gathering phase. Okay, well, let's just go for it. Gathering phase. At the beginning of each round, populate the game board with resources. Draw randomly from each biome resource bag. Distribute the resources into the matching biome according to the rules. Okay, so this is where we just we can't have 2 of the same type, and any types that match we stack until we have 3 different resources. Okay, so there's desert, savanna, the gecko, grasshopper, and wild, the alpine. We've got daisy, oh, double daisies, moth. Oh, okay, now there's 3, so that gets set aside. And an ant. Okay, and then this gets thrown back in the bag. That's done. Crawfish, crawdaddy, crab, and a fishy. Okay. Equal to the player count plus 1. In a 3-player game, there will be 4 resource types in each biome. Oh, okay, whoops. We needed to populate these each with 1 more. If a duplicate resource is drawn, stack it on top. If an additional duplicate resource is drawn, set it aside, keeping the drawing stack no more than 2 resources. Okay, so each one of these is supposed to have 4 in it, with none of them going over 3. Slugs. That gets set aside. That gets set aside. That gets set aside. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, and then you go back in the bag. Whoopsies. Double fish. Frog. Okay, 4, because we're setting up with the 3-player game. Okay, then we roll 5 of our biome dice. Done. And we may re-roll any number of dice. We all have 2 of our own biome, 1 of each in a blank. We may manipulate our dice using the bird energy track. Use up to 3 times during the game. If we use it, we're going to lose points. You can use it to re-roll or change the face. Pre-roll ads are on. Oops, that's not the handle for my coffee. You know, I put the weather on here on Fahrenheit because most of the BGG people, I think, are in Fahrenheit. But now I have no idea what the weather is outside. Sun? What is sun? It's the middle of the winter. I have to take vitamin D every day anyways because I have malabsorption from my gastric bypass surgery. Roll everyone's dice. Okay, once all players have rolled their biome dice, take turns starting with the player with the first player token on the player's turn. Place a single biome die into a biome matching its icon on the grasslands biome. Or the grasslands biome. Dice are placed in the slots along the edge of the board, adjacent to the appropriate biome from left to right, starting with the slots below the arrow. Below the arrow. Left to right. Oh, okay, so that's why that's facing that way. So that left is that way. And left is that way. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's in my vitamin C supplement. No, not C, my calcium supplement. Okay, if the same colored die has already been placed in a biome, an additional die must be placed there by stacking the new die on top of the other dice in the same slot. The player with the most dice at any given biome wins first priority in that biome. Okay, so we're going to bid for each biome. In addition to placing dice into biomes with matching icons, any dice face up can be placed in the grasslands biome. However, a blank die can only be placed in the grasslands biome. Continue around the table until all dice have been placed or all players have passed. A player can pass only when they have one die remaining. Okay, and then so if I do that, the AI players also pass and keep one of their die. Okay, then we've got our bird. Each biome can only have one bird, and we can do that to reserve a section of resources. However, it costs 2 dice to use your bird. Okay, and then we go into feeding. We will resolve them in clockwise order. So we'll go alpine, savanna, desert, and then freshwater. Then we determine priority order, which is whoever has the most dice. You're going to pick a resource and then return a resource. With the exception of anybody who placed a bird. Take your dice and move to the next biome. A lot of stuff about priority order. Everyone else just takes a resource. They're not also removing resources. The bird is a little bit confusing here. Because the bird player picks that resource last. If a player placed their bird piece on a resource type in the biome currently being resolved, that player claims that resource type only after all other players have chosen their resource. So I imagine that means it could be gone by the time you've done that. Okay, and then grasslands is reserved last, and you can pick from anywhere on the board. And instead of and when you're first, instead of returning resources to the bag, you're going to take the first player token. And that token is worth 3 victory points at the end of the game. When you gather a resource from your native biome, so for me, the savanna, you can place it into your nestling spot up here, which is worth points. Okay, the resources on any nestling spot. Wait. When a player gathers a resource from their native biome, as indicated by the icon on the top left of the playboard, they may place the resource on any nestling's spot. Each spot has a different colored biome segment below it. What? Nestling spot. Okay, so what one's the nestling spot then? I think I have that wrong then. Nestling spot. I'm pretty sure that was this spot here because you get points for it. Because it's talking about the biomes here. The biome segments represent a specific quadrant of the biome ring. Players score the biome segments within each quadrant by feeding the nestlings with the matching segment beneath it. Once all nestlings have been fed, the resource cannot be moved elsewhere. What? On any nestling's spot. That's these. There's nothing underneath here. Okay. There is something underneath here on the other ones. So I guess I have to play on the other side of the board. Hi, Roxas. What is LGB? Oh, me. Don't forget the T. That's important. Okay, so why? Okay, is this a variant, the other side of the board then? Variants, solo mode, 2-player mode, family mode, side B. On the reverse side of each player board is side B. It doesn't say it's side B. A family-friendly mode that rewards players with more points each round. When allocating resources collected during the gathering phase, players feed their nestlings from left to right at the top of their player board, scoring the points listed. Each biome segment is worth 1 VP during every end of round scoring, not just when the quadrant is triggered by feeding in the correct nestling family. Family-friendly mode also has a different biome ring in order to complete an entire biome quadrant and trigger... Okay, that's why. Okay, there to the segment. That makes more sense. I was on the wrong side of the player board, and it turns out I'm actually green, not gray. I know, right? Also, the retail version, these are all cardboard and it feels really cheap. But yeah, everything on display everywhere else is the deluxe version. Okay, so I had the wrong side of the board, so that's why the rules didn't make sense. So now, whenever I take from whenever I take from the Savannah, I get to place it here, and then I get to place one of these biome matching markers. Right? They may place the resource on any nestling spot. Each spot has a different colored biome segment below it. Biome segments represent a specific quadrant of the biome ring. Players score the biome segments within each quadrant by feeding the nestlings with the matching segment beneath it. Okay, cool. Done. What else we got here? Other resources go below your board. You can also place your native resource below the board. You don't have to place it up in the nestling spot. But you'll be unable to feed your nestlings and you will not trigger the quadrant scoring. The wild can be used to feed your nestlings or to be put below. If you fill this up, you've got to put them below. Okay, so every time you gather a new resource type, you're going to gather the matching biome segment here. Each one of those segments is worth 1 at the end of the round scoring. And you're going to place it in your biome ring. If you complete an entire quadrant, you're going to get 2 points. Oh, sorry, no, bonuses. Okay, so if you complete this quadrant, you get a new quadrant piece. If you complete this quadrant, you get to up something. If you complete this quadrant, you get to do that. And if you complete this quadrant, you get 3 points in some kind of swiffy schwippity schwappity. What are you going to teach tomorrow, Sel? White Castle is pretty easy to teach, which is good. SETI, I recommend you teach based off of the player aid. Fold it so that all the actions are on the outside, which feels counterintuitive to how the pages came. If it's your copy. If it's not your copy, don't fold it. And then just go over all of the actions. Dune Imperium Bloodlines expansion. I did not like Dune. I found it very, very long. And then I watched someone else play it at the same time. Literally, this was actually almost exactly a year ago that I played it. And their game was even longer than our game. So I don't know if it's a Dune thing or if I just happen to be playing with some really AP players. But I understand that the new version of Dune, which I guess is a separate game, but you can still use all of the other expansions with it, is a little bit different. Yeah, I don't know if you need any more expansions. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kimmy, because everyone else is like, oh, it's a regular game. I'm like, no, it was a 3-hour game for us, and the other people were playing a 4-hour game, and they were playing 2 players, and we played 4 players. Okay, I guess I'll have to give it another try, because I do like the Dune movies and the theme of it all, but... okay, quadrant completion bonuses. Okay, that was just all the bonuses. We'll get to that there. Scoring VP from nest goals. Okay, so this is my nest goal here. 1 resource type from each of the 4 biomes. Players should have their nest goal face up in their play area. As soon as players collect one of the resource types shown, they receive immediate VP based on the round in which the resources are obtained. Okay, Each resource type can only score once per game. Once a resource is collected, regardless of the round, players can use it for gathering goals or to feed their nestlings. Note, wild resources may not be used to satisfy nest goals. Oh, this is. I'm like, where's the point board? No, everything is done with these little egg pointers. I'm like, how are we keeping track of these points we're getting throughout the game? Cool. Gathering goals award VP based on which spot a player's scoring token is placed. This has some confusing rules. Oh, this is also supposed to go over here. Oh, apparently I'm green, actually. This goes here. This is my scoring token. So that goes down here. Who is the advanced AI player? Got yellow and blue. Where's blue? Blue, finch and linnet bird, nightingale and blackbird, how is it you sing? Anytime the requirement indicated on the gathering goal are met via resources from below their player board, the player may place those resources in the discard bag and move their scoring token to an unoccupied spot adjacent to the gathering goal. Oh, these are gathering goals. This is nest goals. Okay, these are gathering goals. Okay. So the first gathering goal is full house, 2 of a kind, and 3 of a kind. Okay, so I want to gather resources that match that stuff. Okay. But then I'm going to discard those resources. Brain. Okay, so the nest goals, 1 resource type from each of the 4 biomes. Players should have their nest goals face up in their play area. As soon as the player collects one of the resource types shown, they receive immediate VP on the round in which they okay, example, because I bet they're hiding rules in here. If player A collects 1 fly and 2 crabs in round 1, they receive a total of 6 VP. If player A then collects a fish in round 2 and the beetle in round 4, they receive an additional 2 VP. VPs go down. Okay, so I want to collect those early. Okay, here it is. Once you collect the resource, it can be used for gathering goals or nestlings. Okay, so these do not hide my my resources at all. Okay, do these each need a nest goal then? I'm running out of room. Da, 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 da. Hey, eventually we'll be able to play this bloody game. Oh, my coffee's gone cold. Round N, once each biome has been fully resolved, including the grasslands, and each player has collected their resources and placed their biome segments. When a round ends, score VP by taking the appropriate VP tokens according to the scoring conditions below. Gain 2 VP for each resource fed to nestlings as indicated on spots covered by resources. Gain 1 VP for each biome segment in the biome ring that was triggered by feeding the correct nestling. Blue player has fed nestlings above the blue and gray segment icons and therefore would score the blue and gray quadrants of their biome ring. So the type of resource doesn't matter there. They would score 4 points for feeding nestlings, plus 6 points for the segments in the blue and gray quadrants of their biome ring. Okay, return the resources remaining on the game board to their respective biome bags, move the biome resolution tracker one biome clockwise and proceed to the next round by populating biomes with resources. Move all resources fed to the nestlings of the biome described. Oh, okay, so this token goes on Savannah because that's where I pulled it from. Oh, and then the 4 rounds, this is also the round tracker. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the game is over. Okay, got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, so now we've just got the stupid solo mode rules. Hi, Bobo. You gonna come say hi? Hold on. Bo wants to say hi. Well, actually, he wants my food, but you gotta put this over here. Okay, come on up. Up, up. Up. No, come on up. Okay, then you come say hi here. Up, up. Bo time. Bobo. Yeah, that's my boy. Bo will be the AI player. Oops, I got crap on my thing. Okay. I want to collect resources to do these things to get these points. And to do these things to get these points. And then to fill in this to get these points. And to fill in this to get these points. So I have a Savannah token. I'm going to place first in the Savannah area. Done. Shuffle the biome decks and place them in their indicated spaces on the biome deck board. Place the advanced AI scoring token beneath the gathering goal board. Place the AI board on side A in reach of the player. Populate each biome with resources according to a 3-player game. Both the advanced and basic AI use the same number of dice as the human player. When it's time for the advanced AI to place a die, the human player will roll a die belonging to the advanced AI. Okay. Nope, B was basic. Advanced AI, roll a die. Okay. And place it in the corresponding biome with blanks being placed in the grasslands. Okay, so you went and placed yourself in the desert. Next, the human placer places a die belonging to the basic AI into the biome across from where the advanced AI went. Okay, so they're going into the alpine. Okay. Let's go on to this card now. Okay, populate biomes with resource. Roll dice for the round. In turn order, place dice into biomes. After all dice have been placed. Okay, am I allowed to place myself in the other biome, in the same biome, so that I can get the same things twice? Okay, so I can, but it goes on top, which would then give me priority order. And then I'll gather all of a single resource. Discard one of them. Okay, so there's no point unless the AI player goes in there so that I don't get to pick the resource to then go there. Okay, so then I'll go into the mountain. And then we roll the AI, and he also goes into the mountain, which means that the basic goes into the desert. And then I will go into the mountains again, which means the advanced AI goes into the desert, which means basic AI goes into there. Okay, what did it just say about stacking the dice for the AI player? When it's time to advance AI to place a die, the human player will roll the die belonging to the advanced AI and place it in the corresponding biome with blanks being placed in the grasslands. Next, the human player places the die belonging to the AI and the biome across from where the advanced AI is placed. Just place if the advanced AI die was placed in a grasslands. The player rolls a basic die, blah, blah, blah. For example, okay, AI dice always placed in the leftmost available space of the game board. A maximum of 2 AI dice may be stacked per AI in any biome. If a third die would be placed in the biome. Okay, so it only matters if I go over 2. Okay, and then so I will go into the savannah again then, and then AI is going into the water, which means the basic goes into the savannah. And then it comes back to me, and I have the alpine, so I'm going to go into the grasslands instead with that. They go into the water, which means they go into the savannah. Okay, we have placed all of our dice. We now go on to gathering resources. During the gathering resource phase, the AI players gather resources from both sets of dice. The resources gathered by the basic AI get discarded, while the resources gathered by the advanced AI are placed on the AI board, which is this board here, okay? Biomes are resolved according to priority order. When resolving an AI's dice, consult the biome deck to determine which resource is gathered, and if an AI player has won first priority, which resources is returned to the respective biome bag. The advanced AI's resources are placed on the AI board from left to right in the corresponding biome row, and basic AI's resources are placed in the discard bag. If the advanced or basic AI were to gather duplicate resources, they are either stacked on the same spot of the AI board or placed in a discard bag accordingly. When resolving the grasslands biome for the advanced AI, gather resources in the following way. First, gather a unique resource from the advanced AI's biome. If there are no unique resources, proceed clockwise to the next biome until all unique resources is available. Oh, until a unique resource is available. Note, unique means different from any resources already on the AI board. If there is more than one unique resource available in a biome, consult the biome deck and flip the top card to determine which resource is taken and based on the AI board. If there are no unique resources available across all biomes, take a resource from the advanced AI's biome and stack it on the matching resource board. If there are no AI resources available in the advanced AI's biome, proceed clockwise to the next available resource, stacking it on that board. Remember, if there are over 2 or more available resources, either a unique duplicate, consult biome deck. When resolving the grasslands biome for the basic AI, gather resources starting with the basic AI's biome and consult the biome deck. Yes, okay, I got it. Scoring. Points are scored from completed rows, and gathering goals are obtained from completed columns of the AI board. When the left 2 columns of the AI board are filled with resources, move the AI player's scoring token filled with resources, move the AI player's scoring token to the highest available spot of the next gathering goal. Then remove the bonus token with the same. Completes a row with a resource, they gain the corresponding number of VP at the end of the row. If there are any stacked resources in that row, gain the indicated VP for each resource in the stack. Okay, we resolve here. I have priority because I have the first spot versus the basic AI player. So I get to pick a resource, and I want the gecko because that immediately scores me 3 points. because it is a part of my nest goal. And it is from my biome, so I put it on here, and I grab my gecko and put it on here. I believe that is what I'm supposed to do, right? And then I choose a resource and return it to the biome bag. So I do not want the AI player to have wild resources. Oh, I can place this on any spot. Okay, but I'm placing it on green anyways because I want them to match up, I think. This is what I don't understand. The biome segment represents a specific quadrant of the biome ring. Players score the biome segments within each quadrant by feeding the nestling with the matching segment beneath it. Biome segments represent a specific quadrant. Once a nestling has been fed, the resource cannot be moved elsewhere. First time, gather new resource. Also gather the matching biome segment. Done. Then take it from their supply and place it in their biome ring. Done. Each biome segment is worth 1 VP at the end of the round scoring if a nestling with the matching biome segment icon below it was fed. What? Each biome segment, boom, is worth 1 VP. Okay, at the end of the round. Okay, if a nestling with the matching biome segment icon below it was fed. This rulebook sucks. Also, I can turn this back to myself. Bo is now at my feet. The bloody card makes more sense than the rules. Score 1 victory point for each biome segment in your biome ring that was activated via fed nestlings. Every time I place a green, I'm scoring green. This color, this and this icon don't matter. Okay. Oh, that was so annoying. I guess I take both of these back. I know, I watched the same video. Okay, so now it's the AI's turn to gather a resource. This is the basic AI. Okay, when the basic AI gathers a resource, basic AI resources get discarded. The advanced AI ones are placed on the board. Consult the biome deck. Okay, so they're in the savanna. So they want a beetle. There's no beetle available. Okay, the rules are completely missing what happens if the resource is not available. It only goes over if they're doing the grasslands. My Google is going off for some reason. Okay, it stopped. Okay, it literally is missing what happens when that resource is not available. Okay, we're gonna go until 11:30 because Salt and Sass is going live at 11:30 with two doctors who are going to talk about autism, and this game frankly sucks as a solo game. So we're just going to power through it. I am assuming that I am flipping cards until something comes up that they want. Snail. Okay, discard the snail. Advanced AI. Okay, and then that's done. Now we go over to here. Desert wins. Desert wants caterpillars. Caterpillars get stacked on this spot here. Basic AI wants prickly pears. They get discarded into the bag. I mean, once it gets going, it flows. But it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, they want the crab. They want worm. No worm. Ant. Ants get discarded. Then it's me. It's me. If you're gonna find me to the western sky. This is 2, so I'm gonna place 1 up here and 1 down here. This gets me the gray wedge here. I don't know if I immediately score 2 points or not. I forget. Okay, and then advanced AI wants raspberries, wants moths. That feels wrong because it would always take a token and it would always be winning. And then grasslands, I get to take any resource I want. I'm going to take, do we have a frog? I'm going to take a frog, which gives me 3 victory points. I mean, I don't even have anywhere to put all of this stuff, so. Okay, so score points for the round. Each nestling fed. Okay, so I get 4 more points because those nestlings were fed. One victory point for each biome segment in your biome ring that was activated via nestlings. Okay, 1 and 2 more points because I had biome segment rings. Okay, done. Okay, now AI scoring. Points are scored from completed rows and gathering goals are obtained from completed columns on the AI board. When the left 2 columns of the AI board are filled with resources, move the AI player's scoring token to the highest available spot of the next gathering goal, then remove the bonus token from the board. When the AI player completes a row with resources, then they gain the corresponding number of VP at the end of the row. Okay? If there are any stacked resources in the row, gain the indicated VP for each resource in the stack after gaining VP for the completed rows and stacked resources. Discard resources down to the last completed column. Note, always finish gathering all resources from the current biome before scoring for completed rows. The AI's final score is a combination of VP from completed rows, gathering goals, and the VP indicated on the leftmost open space of each row once the game is over. The AI player would also receive 2 players. Okay, so I don't have to do any in-game scoring for the AI unless it completes 2 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my last die? Oh, there it is. And I maintained first player. And then we go to resolve this. Round sequence. Once resources have been gathered from each biome, score points for the round. Okay, done. This is just an icon reference. What do I need to do for round cleanup? Oh, these don't have to match. This just means if you put something here, you're going to score that ring. Every time you get a unique resource, you get to put it in that ring. Oh, okay. So I was also supposed to put in a frog, but I didn't feed the blue nestling, so I do not score the frog. Okay, and return resources remaining on the game board to their respective biome bags. Move the biome resolution tracker 1 biome clockwise. Move all resources fed to nestlings to the biome discard bag. Okay. So, boppity bop. Boppity bop. Bippity boppity boo. And, oh, where's Gray? And bippity boppity boo. And you go in here. And you go in here. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to repopulate the board next. Brain. Then we go back to the start, which is place the resources in the biomes, roll dice, use your bird injury, do dice placement. Okay, I got it. I know how to play the game. It is very simple. It's very easy. But my God, that rule book is horrible. Okay, each one of these gets 4 unique resources. You stack resources that are the same, unless you get 3 and then you stop. And then you go and you set it aside and you start gathering more resources until there are 4 unique resources in each biome. You will do this over 4 rounds, which is indicated by this round indicator, because you're going to execute each one of these savannas, each one of these areas once. Duplicates go on top, duplicates go on top. Okay, so Alpine this time is really juicy. We roll our dice. I get to keep these. Blanks have to be placed in the grasslands. I kept first player. I didn't roll any Alpine. I could use a bird to switch this to an Alpine, but I won't. Anytime I take from a savanna, I will get to feed my nestlings. So we're going to go with savanna. And then we roll an AI die. They go in the Alpine, which means the non-AI goes in the opposite section, which is the desert. And then I place again. I will go for the freshwater. And then AI goes for the desert, which means the non-AI goes for the Alpine. And then I will go for the desert, I guess. And then the AI goes for the water. And then the non-AI goes for the savanna. And then I go for the savanna to make sure I get my top pick. The AI goes for the desert, so that makes them go first, which means the Alpine, the basic goes to the Alpine, making sure they will go first. I have the blank. I go into the grasslands. They go into the Alpine, making this person go to the desert. Now we resolve these starting with here. Blue goes first. Blue is in the desert. They want a grasshopper. Grasshopper does not exist. They want elderberry. Elderberry does not exist. They want worms. Worms get discarded. And they're the first player, so they also have to discard another resource. There's no lizards. So we shuffle this up. They're going to discard beetles. There's no beetles. They're going to discard elderberries. There's no elderberries. They're going to discard worms. There's no worms. They're going to discard those. There's no those. They're going to discard. I'm using the wrong deck. Worms. Snake. Cricket. Okay, cricket. Okay, and then they get to go. They want the wasp. They get the wasp. Okay. And then I get to go. I get stuck with this. It's not from my area, so I can't put it up here, so it has to go down here. Okay. Now we move on to the water. I get first pick. I'm going to take the 2 fish. And then AI gets to pick in the water, taking the dragonfly. And then these are the same, so AI picks first. They want the fly. Basic picks, they want the daisy to be discarded. Okay. And then we go to the savanna. I get to pick first. If I pick something unique, I get to put it up here, and then I'll score the points for that area. And I already scored this. Snail. Okay, so this is where I have to keep an eye on what animal goes in what spot. Okay, so if I take snail, and I put this here, I put snail here, that means I'm going to end up scoring 2 points because I'm going to score this and this. Okay, So I take that. And then blue is going to discard the beetle. Okay, this is all cleared up. So these all go in the bag. Actually, this is going to play really quick. I bet we'll finish this before I need to raid. Oh, crap. I forgot my thing. They're going to take a random. I would have picked from Savannah. We'll take a random Savannah one. No, Gecko was not there. What was there? Grasshopper? They got rid of Beetle, so I couldn't take Beetle. Beetle. Snail? I took Snail. Beetle. Does anybody know what was there? Can I rewind somehow? No, I can't rewind. Okay, so we're just going to take something random then. Elderberries. Oh, okay, I took the elderberries. I can't put it up there because I already have the green spot. Oh, right, if I do one from a different area, I get to score multiple areas. So the water had the most leftover resources. I took the fish. I have a frog. I think it was a crawdaddy that was in there. They took the dragonfly. Crawdaddy. Okay, we're gonna take the crawdaddy. Okay, every time I take a unique one, I think I'm supposed to fill in the board, right? And then I can score that every time I grab a thing. Yes, okay, so I should always have all of these things in here. So I have frog, I need to have fish, and the crawdaddy goes here so that I can score here. Fish, fish, I need to have a desert, and I need to have the elderberry, I need to have the snails, need to have that. Okay, so that's done there. Okay, so now I get 4 points for feeding the birds. And then I get to score green and blue. I get 1, 2, 3 points for blue. And I get 2 points for green. Okay, done. I didn't grab any of these new things, so I don't get anything there. I believe you have to go up this board. So a full house is 3 of something and whatever. So I don't have that yet. Okay, so now we move on to the next biome. This time, do not discard my things before I grab all of the stuff. Worms. You got worms. Snack. Savannah. Oh, you're done. Where? How'd that get in there? Oh, that's a grasshopper. That's a grasshopper. That gets set aside. Want 4 unique resources in each spot. Elderberry. And your mother smells of elderberries. Then we roll. And I kept first player. Oh, wow. I have all Savannahs. This kind of sucks. So, Savannah, advanced player, desert. Opposite goes to alpine. Desert. Blank goes to grasslands. Oh, wait. There was something about AI going to the grasslands. Okay, if the AI went into there, I roll this, which is also the grasslands apparently. I can use an energy to switch one of these. Let's go to fresh water. AI goes to the grasslands again, which means you get rolled and you're going to fresh water. I will make sure I have priority in things. You're going to mountains, which means you're going to desert. And then I can't have more than 2, so I'll go into the grasslands. And they're going into the savannah, which means you go into the water. Oh, and you stole the priority from me. Okay, and we resolve this first. So we go into the water. They are discarding fish, no fish. Worms, no worms. Frogs, they're discarding frogs. They have to discard 2 things because they are the priority player. So the next thing they discard is crawfish. Okay, and then I get to pick. Oops, these were supposed to go back into these bags. I don't have crabs and I don't have dragonflies. It's not my native area, so I can't put it up here. So this is only based on trying to fulfill these. So I just take the dragonfly and nope, stay there because we have to resolve these things clockwise. Okay, in the mountains. Ants. Got ants in my pants. Advanced AI takes the 2 raspberries. Okay, I will take the 2 dung beetles. One of them goes up here, one of them goes down here. Dung beetle goes here, allowing me to score that and this. And I discard the worm. Actually, no, I discard the double so that the advanced AI can't get a double. The advanced AI is taking elderberries. And then oh, nope, the worm stays, worm stays. Okay, now the advanced AI in the desert. Ah, my thing is getting stuck. Takes the crickets. And discards the wasp. I dropped one of my points on the board. I'll take the snakes. And that is a new thing here. This is round 2, so I get 2 points for collecting my snake. And then the basic AI desert. Oh, well, there's only 1 left, so it's just going to discard that. Okay, and then the advanced AI takes from its biome, desert, nothing left. Then it goes clockwise. The basic one goes from its biome, mountain. Picking worms first. Mountains. And then I get to pick a wild. Wilds do not count for this. It's from my biome. So I'm going to throw it into blue. Okay. Now that can be discarded. We're going to be going on to round 3. I get another 4 points. 1, 2, 3 points. And 1, 2, 3 points. These get discarded. This was the Savannah Wild. That is difficult. Oh, they have a dot on them. Okay, that's why. Each of the wilds has a dot on it for which bag it's supposed to be in. For when you have to do what I just did, which is discard it back to the correct bag. Okay. I don't have 3 of a kind yet. Do I have to do these in order? Or is that the whole thing? Because this whole section of this game seems really weird. Biome, quadrant completion bonuses, scoring from nest cards, gathering goals. Oh, okay. I can complete any of these goals. However, it means I don't get to go and complete anything lower than it. So that's 3 pairs. I have 1 pair, 2 pairs. Or I can do 2 pairs to go all the way up here. We're near the end of the game, so I'm going to exchange those 2 pairs. Blue and yellow. And I'm going to take this, which gives me my extra die and gives me 3 points at the end of the game. And I have taken the spot here, giving me 5 points. Okay, populate the game board. Snake, snake, extra snake. Oh, this is juicy. The poop moth. Actually, no, this is the last round, isn't it? Or do I evaluate the grasslands? One, two, three, four. Nope, this is the last round. Hi, Cosmic Beat. We're almost about to finish, and then, which is perfectly on time, ironically. That's a third, so that doesn't get populated. Because we're going to raid into Salt and Sass this morning because they are doing a special on autism. My favorite subject that's not board games. This game is definitely going up for sale, quite frankly. It does not have enough going on. And it feels very random. AI is first now, though. They're going in the desert. Which means basic goes in the alpine. And I'm definitely going in the savannah. And then the AI goes. They're going in the desert again, which means you're going in the alpine again. And then I'm going to go in the desert. And then you're going back in the desert. 3 means you go over there. which means you get rolled to decide where you go. And then I'm going to go over there. And then you go back in the desert again, which means you go back to the grasslands, which means you get rolled, which means you go to the water. And then I go over here. I'm going to go into the desert. That's useless because you cannot put 3 on here, I don't think. Oh no, only they can't put 3. I can. They're going to the desert. They can't go there. Okay, now that is a new logic operator. Okay, if it was placed into the biome, it gets re-rolled. And then I go, I'm pretty sure I can stack up to 3. Yeah, it only says the AI can only go up to 2, so I think I can do 3. And then I have an extra die. Okay, we resolve here. Blue is deciding to discard the moth. And the, oops, crap, and the worm, there's no worm, and the fly. And the fly, okay, blue. Advanced AI is getting the daisy, there's no daisies. Advanced AI is getting the fly, there's no flies. Advanced AI is getting the daisy, there's no daisies. There's getting the raspberries. That goes on the next spot. It might stack on there. I can't remember. Oh, crap. I forgot that. Oh, nope. They haven't filled a whole column yet. So they did not meet any of the goals for extra points. And then we resolve the savannah. I will take the dung beetle. No, I don't have. I already have the dung beetle. I already have the gecko. I don't have the grasshopper. So I'll take the grasshopper, allowing me to score my section here and giving me a grasshopper down here. Up there, it wants a caterpillar, an elderberry, a fly. Okay, I don't have any of that. 2 pairs. If I did another 2 pair, I could do another goal, and I could not. Over here, I want to take frog. Got the frog, gecko, and snake. Did I take snake? Apparently not. And then I choose something to discard. I'll discard the doubles. I get to go first. We'll take these snakes. I definitely have had snakes, I swear. And we will discard the wasps. And then they want the snake. There's no snakes. They want the worms. There's no worms. They want the prickly pear. They want the caterpillar. And then you're going to discard the remaining one. Hi, Time Roller. This game sucks. It is a 3 and 4 player only game. Essentially, I have to operate 2 AIs. Why is there a gray die over here? Freshwater. You are going to discard worms. No worms. You're going to discard crabs. And you're going to discard fish. Leaving me with frog and crawfish. I will take frog so that I can have 2 pairs here for this, moving me up to here, giving me a worm for something else, I guess. I don't know. That gives me 7 points. That's going to be the most depressing win ever. Grasslands, they take from their spot, which is desert, clockwise until here. Done. And those are done. Okay, end game scoring. Oh, wait, I didn't finish my regular scoring. I fed the greens for 4 points. That's it. Okay. Tally all previously earned VP tokens. 5, 10, 15, 20. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay. Add VP from the bird energy track. 2. 1, 2. Swap that up to a 3. Gain 12 victory points for cleaning the bioarming. No. Gain 3 victory points if you currently hold the first player token. No. Gain 3 VP for each unused gathering goal bonus. Gathering goal. Nest goals. Gathering goal. Three VP for each unused gathering goal bonus. These are the gathering goals bonus. Oh, these. I did use them. So I do not get the 3 VPs for them. Okay, so I didn't use the worm, so I get 3 VPs. But I did use the extra die. Gain 3 victory points for each unused Gain victory points for each set of 3 unique resources remaining below your player board. 3 and nothing. Okay, so 3 points. 3, 6, 9, 10. Gained VP for each biome segment in your least populated biome area. 1. Okay, and now the AI's score. Of course, all your favorite meats are here. We all run together. Okay, points are scored for completed rows, and gathering goals are obtained from completed columns on the AI board. When the left 2 columns of the AI board are filled, resources move the AI player's scoring token to the highest available spot of the next gathering goal, then remove the bonus token. Okay, they never completed their roles. Let's bring this over here so I can score them. When the AI player completes a row with resources, they gain the corresponding number of VP at the end of the row. Okay, so they're getting 20 for this. If there are any stacked resources in that row, gain the indicated VP for each resource in the stack. After gaining each resource in the stack. What's the indicated VP, though? By placing the ant resource in the final space of the alpine track, the AI player would collect 10 VP and then discard their alpine resources down to the last completed column. Always finish gathering all resources from the current biome before scoring for completed rows. Oh, I think I was supposed to be scoring each turn. Whoops. Oh, okay, yeah. So it did this, spending these. Okay. If there are any stacked resources in that row, gain the indicated VP for each resource in the stack. When the AI player completes a row with resources, they gain the corresponding number of VP at the end of the row. Bop, bop. Oh, definitely a learning game, and I don't feel like I ever want to play this game again. Even with the 3 or 4 players. It is way too basic for what it is. It is just a very basic collection game to convert to resources. It's definitely a light game. It's probably going to be able to be played in half an hour. Actually, it does say 30 to 60 minutes on it. Yeah. Alpine track, the AI player would collect 10 VP and then discard their Alpine resources down to the last completed column. Oh, they're discarding all of their resources until the last completed column. If there are any stacked resources in that row, gain the indicated VP for each resource in the stack. What's the indicated VP? I'm going with they get this. So they had a stack on 2 and 5. So they're getting 7 more points. Okay. And then they spent all of that stuff getting their things. So then they're getting 2 more points here. They're getting 5 more points here. They're getting 5 more points here. Oh, that hurt. I mean, I killed the AI. Yeah, I went with the track out of the row. Okay, so the AI got 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 56. Okay, let's see if Salt and Sass has gone live yet. Otherwise, we will just clean up until they're... Okay, they are not live yet, so let me catch up on chat and see what y'all have been saying, because you had a big old conversation about nighttime and stuff, and I have no idea what you were talking about. Oh, yep, there's my pupper. Let's see. Right, we were talking about Dune and AP players. Oh, your first game took 4 hours. Okay, so maybe my Dune game was just we were playing with Ix. Yeah, we played with 2 of the expansions, I'm pretty sure, when we played with Dune. Bloodlines. Both versions of Dune Imperium. Only real issue is that the best strategy I know for winning involves ignoring most mechanics and do one thing repeatedly. That tends to be the thing with most Euro games, is if you focus on something, away you go. Prefers the OG game. Some nice combos. Yes, I finally got the understanding of the game. It is a very simple game, this one. But I do not like having to manage 2 AI players. And literally everything in this game is random set collection. Yep, that was my doggy. He's keeping my feet warm because I forgot to put socks on. I love getting extra workers in games. Almost every Euro game that gives you extra workers, family growth is what we've learned from Agricola. You must always have all your resources. Oh, and then you're saying don't buy the extra resource. It's a scam. Cards with influence. Less buying power with spots that give you extra cards. Well, now I'm going to have to figure out and find someone who has Dune and give it another try. Although I'm going to have to read the rulebook myself so I at least know what I'm doing. I do not like combat in games. I would probably, although politics, also not so much in my games. I'm more of a Euro worker placement person. There's an old Dune intrigue game, huh? Oh, GF9 meant Gale Force 9, okay. There's a Firefly game? Oh, the old Firefly game. I thought this was the new one. Yeah, the old one. Oh, My Blue Heather, the autism stream is with Salt and Sass Games. We will raid into them once they go live. They said 11:30 our time. Mandy's actually up in Ottawa, so we used to game together a lot until the pandemic, and then we ran into each other at PAX, and away we go. We're trying to get things up and running again. $200 on one big space game. What big space game was that, Salt and Paston? Oh, Salt Pastelin. I think it's like salt and like copy paste. I don't know. My brain. Oh yeah, Kim. I forgot you were local. The $200 check. I put it in the bank, and I guess it's probably gone towards board games. But I actually spent $250 on my father's work, Beyond the Horizon, and the Cascadia Landscape expansion, and Duck and Cover. $500 on new glasses. Yep, I'm going to be doing that in April. Thanks for lurking, Heather. I am also nearsighted and have astigmatism, Salt. Yeah, once we got a hold of this game, it really went through. Time roller. Learning game for sure. The Super Bowl. I want to play like board game Super Bowl like things. I don't know what, but I don't like sports, so I don't have any sports games. Oh, times the number in the stack. Oh, I just dropped something on the floor again. Gain the indicated VP for each resource in the stack. Oh, technically they should have one more point because I was not supposed to discard that. I was supposed to discard down to the first completed row. Oh yeah, I'm going with it was the one that was on the bottom. Oh my gosh, I know. No, we're going to snooze that ad. We don't need another ad right now. Trombone Dialect, such a great game. I played tested it 2 years ago, and it was so cool to see all the differences now when chatting with Brian at Tantrum Con. I mean, it's not a bad game. trombone. It's just not for me. It's too simple for how much table space it takes up, and that the 2-player game requires you to use the advanced AI, and that the 3-player game suggests that you use a 4th player game. So it's really a 4-player only game, which means it's not hitting the table very often. Yes, my $200 check was board game money, as well as my office gives me a quarterly wellness benefit. I was allowed to expense board games as a part of that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so reboxing this, all of the resource tokens go in their resource bags. Every player needs one unique set of all of these. And they need birds. You're missing a green of some sort. These cards are all the same for the nest goals. These are all gathering goals. This is a player's things. These are bonus tokens. These are bonus tokens. This is a player color. This is a player color. This is a player color. Green, yellow, blue, 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 blue. Green, 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 green. Yep, board games for my mental health. Green and blue. Ah, this is getting stuck on my thing. Let me check Blue Sky, see if there's any update on Mandy's stream. It says she's starting in 10 minutes. 6 minutes ago. Okay, so she'll be live soon. Let's clean this up. Yes, don't forget your meds. Green, green, green. Okay, so you have everything you need. Blue and blue. AI has everything that they had. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, this ugly mess. You ugly bitch. Crawfish. You smell like elderberries. Ants. Raspberries. Fish. You have a fish. You get a fish. You get a fish. You have a grasshopper. You don't have a grasshopper. You don't have a cactus. You don't have a caterpillar. You don't have a snake. And you don't have a wasp. You don't have a gecko. You don't have a dung beetle. You have a grasshopper. You have a grasshopper. Elderberries. Elderberries. Flowers. Crabs. Snails. Snails. Moths. Moths. Raspberries. Ants. Fly. Fly. Cactus. 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 Crab. 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 Gecko. Gecko. Wasp. 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 Snack. 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 Dung beetle. Dung beetle. Gecko. 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 Moth. 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 Crawfish. 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 Frog. Frog. Dragonfly. 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 caterpillar, 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 grasshopper, 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 elderberries, 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 dung beetle, dung beetle, dung beetle, elderberry, 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 daisy, daisy, daisy dukes, raspberry, 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 frog, 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 fish, 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 ant, 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 fly, 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 pile of points, pile of points, points, yellow resources, blue resources, green resources, gray resources, pile of points. Okay, so green, yellow, gray, gray, gray. These bags are super small. I don't know if they'll fit everything. Let's find out. Doesn't look like they're going to fit the dice. Yeah, it's not going to fit the player's dice, but it will fit all the rest of the player's stuff. There we go. There's Mandy. Let's start that raid. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. For those watching on BGG, please head over to twitch.tv/saltandsassgames. There is going to be an awesome stream starting soon about autism and board gaming by Dr. Athrion and Dr. Cross, and they're starting right now, so here we go.
You know, audio, it's a bit of a struggle, so we appreciate you for taking that in and trying our best. So oh my gosh, whoa, lots happening. Just as we started, we got a raid. So, oh my gosh. So thank you, James, for the raid. Good morning to you too. That was a lot. Oh my god.
Loved it.
That was amazing. So that was a very nice welcome for Dr. Cross and Dr. Atherton. So we have Liam and Gray. So I made this little overlay beforehand, but they would prefer Liam and Gray. So wow, everyone's just dropping in. So this is a discussion they are excited about. So just for those dropping in, we are aware there's a little bit of a noise. Unfortunately, we couldn't get some headphones working, so it is coming through on the other side. Please be patient. Please be kind. Okay, that's what we appreciate here. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to try not to do too much talking because it does come through, and I'd like to introduce Liam and Gray. So thank you so much for joining me today. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having us. Really excited.
Amazing. I'm so excited. Oh gosh, people are just coming in now. This is going to be wild. So you came at a good time. So I'm going to get you two to introduce yourselves and then tell us maybe a little bit about what you do. And for the chat, throw those questions in there because we're going to be having a discussion. So I'll hand it over to you.
Cool. So my name's Gray, Dr. Gray Atherton. I